All right, guys. So it's Tim from Every Cow Counts, and guys, if you have checked a couple of the videos that I've been posting up, then you know that I've been into Gaspari's new line. I think I got a video up now of amino last and glyco fuse, if you know me in the past, though, I have never been a Gaspari peddler. I really haven't. I wasn't a big fan of the first myofusion, as everybody was. I kind of thought it was just like the new, literally cheap protein on the market, and everybody loved it because it just came down to being economical and it tasted good. I personally didn't really prefer it one way or another. I was never a big fan of Super Pump. Used to love the old size one, but anyway, the point is that I was never a big Gaspari peddler. So even though I only have a few supplement videos up right now, reviews, and they're all Gaspari, I just don't want people to think that this is like I'm doing it for some sort of reason, or that I'm just biased towards his brand or anything like that. It really just comes down to the fact that it's new stuff. The glyco fuse and the amino acids are all friggin' delicious, so I really do enjoy it. And right now they fit a need, and specifically when I'm talking about fitting a need, I'm talking about the Super Drive and the pre-workout category. That category for a little while here has been kind of dull. I mean, we lost the 1,3-dimethylalamine. A lot of companies ended up backing out of that because they were afraid of the pressure that was coming from the FDA, and everybody was so used to that type of intensity and aggression that you got from that 1,3-dimethylalamine. It's almost like a downgrade going to some of these products on the market. I mean, I am not a big fan of your C4s, Muscle Pharma Salt, No Explode. I might end up doing a review on some of these, and you'll know why a little bit more so. This isn't the place for that, but again, I'm just not a big fan of those types of items that are just flat out caffeine and synephrine. Super Drive does contain caffeine and synephrine, but it also contains it looks like what's turning out to be the replacement for the 1,3-dimet, the hygenamine. And I've heard people pronounce it in multiple different ways, so that might be wrong. But hygenamine, I guess I'll give credit to, I think it was PES was the first brand that I saw do this, another company that I really enjoy right now. And, they use that in their fat burner, their pre-workout. They use it now. And again, they were one of the first companies that I saw use it. But I'll tell you what, man, I haven't had a chance to try many pre-workouts that have it in there. But this Super Drive stuff is no joke. And not only that, they give a real dose of caffeine. I like the way Gaspari did this one. They use the N-acetyl-L-tyrosine is the first ingredient in the energy matrix. They use the DMAE for cognitive function. The choline bitrate hygenamine, and then they put the synephrine in there and the caffeine. But again, he used a great dosage of caffeine in here. There's companies out there that they want to put 60 servings on their label. They want to put 90 servings on their label or something like that. There's even companies out there that are putting half scoop on their nutrition facts. You know what I'm saying? That you use a half a scoop to get their nutrition facts on there. It's like, dude, nobody's going to use a half scoop. Nobody's going to use one scoop. We all know that we're going to end up at 2-3 scoops. This legitimately, you're using 2 scoops max. At 2 scoops is 500 mg of caffeine. They actually give you the amount per serving for 1 scoop and 2 scoops, so you know exactly what you're going to be ingesting the entire time you use this product. At 2 scoops, it does give you 5,000 milligrams of ornithine malate, 2,000 milligrams of carnitine, which are nice additives. The carnitine's Carnipure. The ornithine is a trademark version as well. Carnitine's not cheap by itself, especially nowadays. There's a lot more research out and available on carnitine, and now you're starting to see it a little bit more expensive. That, and especially when it's a trademark version like this too, you could find cheap powders of L-carnitine, relatively speaking, pretty cheap. But when it's a trademark Carnipure version, that's a little bit more expensive. It's actually pretty damn expensive in a lot of cases. But I'll tell you what, again, his product really touches on 2 different things in this category, and that's I've kind of felt like this category has been separated for a little while. You've had products that give you a great energy, and then you have products that give you a great pump, but not as much of an energy. So this one does it both, and I don't even want to say a great pump, but I get like sick vascularity on this thing, which is weird. I mean, I don't know if it's the ornithine that's in there, the ornithine malate, which can help with nitric oxide and blood flow. I don't know if it's the carnitine, which can help with nitric oxide and blood flow, or what, but especially when it comes to a lot of synephrine and caffeine in there, you might think that, those being vasoconstrictors, you might not have that vascularity. I'm not a very vascular guy to begin with. I'm pale, us pale guys aren't very vascular, but this thing really brings out the vascularity. It gives me a great pump. I hit the gym pretty hard. I have noticed, though, I'll be honest, one scoop of this does not feel like 250 milligrams of caffeine. It feels more like 100. 2 scoops of it doesn't really feel like 500 milligrams of caffeine. It feels more like 250, 300, Still potent. It kicks hard, but I mean, come on, 500 milligrams of caffeine is a lot for anybody. You're almost pushing that overload button and you get the jitters and stuff. This is clean, man. You do not get any of that. I'm telling you, even though 500 milligrams of caffeine sounds like a lot, 2 scoops of this really seems to be like a sweet spot. And I know a lot of people don't have a lot of experience because I got one before it hit shelves, but if anybody does pick this up and, 2 scoops seems to be too overpowered for you, hit me with an email and let me know, because I'm kind of curious to see how everybody else feels on this. Remember, you can always hit me with an email at everycalcounts@yahoo.com. Again, just curious to see how this one kind of hits you guys and feels. But, at the end of the day, guys, I would definitely say Super Drive worth the money. And again, Gaspari's doing it right. You're going to have the option to get just a 20 serving bottle here, $34.95 at your local GNC. That's the regular price, not a gold card or discounted sale price. So, these are going to be economical. And I really feel like this is, going to be, this enhanced, they'll start pushing the envelope a little bit for these newer pre-workout products that we really need, because again, this category was dull for a little while. So check out Super Drive, check out Gaspari Nutrition's new line, and let me know what you guys think.